Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another RebelScum.com video review. And today we are reviewing the new Micro Galaxy Squadron Anakin's Delta 7B Jedi Starfighter, or just Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. However, there are other releases of Anakin's Jedi Starfighter in Micro Galaxy Squadron, so I did feel as though I needed to specify because they are different models of Starfighter. Anyway, here it is in the packaging, very similar to the packaging that we got with Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter. In fact, it might be packed exactly the same way. However, the card back is different. In the background, this time we've got an asteroid field with a vulture droid firing at Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. At least that's how it looks like while it's packaged here. Over here, you've got Anakin and R2 carded in their own little personal card back bubble. On the back, you've got some holo images of Anakin's Starfighter, as well as some color toy images up top, and right here of them putting Anakin in the Starfighter. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. And here is Anakin's Starfighter right out of the packaging, and very, very Clone Wars accurate. So this is based off of the Jedi Starfighter Delta 7B model that we see Anakin pilot in the earlier seasons of Dave Filoni's Clone Wars series, where you've got the astromech port here in the center for R2-D2. You've got the slightly clear brown, almost bronzish canopy color. You've got that flag there, a couple of Republic cogs on the back. You got that gray and yellow paint job, and it looks very good. Real quick for comparison, here it is next to Obi-Wan's Delta 7B Starfighter. So you can see the two side by side and see how they compare. And seeing them together looks really cool. I really can't wait to get to the Eta 2s from Revenge of the Sith. Now, just like Obi-Wan's did, Anakin's Delta 7B also comes with a hyperspace ring painted in that same color scheme as Anakin's Starfighter, so it matches. So what we're going to do is we're going to assemble it just like we did with Obi-Wan's. You're going to follow the shapes of the pegs and then just plug them in from there. Super simple, super straightforward. And now we have Anakin's hyperspace ring assembled. And just like on Obi-Wan's, they also painted the thrusters on the back. I like the yellow vents on the intakes there. And I also like how the striping is not symmetrical on the hyperspace ring between the two upper and lower half rings. And just like with the Obi-Wan's, you can take Anakin's and dock it in the hyperspace ring. You just gotta get it under the teeth right there, and that clip right there on the bottom. And there is Anakin's Starfighter in its hyperspace ring. And also for comparison, here is Anakin's and Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighters side by side in their hyperspace rings. So you can see how they look side by side with their rings on. And also really awesome. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without the little Anakin and R2-D2. However, this version of Anakin, unlike the Obi-Wan we got, is based on the Clone Wars, which is strange because the Obi-Wan Starfighter we got in Series 1 was also based off of the Starfighter we see in the Clone Wars, being a Delta 7B model instead of the Delta 7 that he piloted in Attack of the Clones. So it's strange to me that they didn't do the Clone Wars armored Obi-Wan look, but they did it for Anakin. I wonder if we'll get another Starfighter release in the future with an armored Obi-Wan to properly go with that Delta 7B model. Or they'll release the regular Delta 7 and the Clone Wars Obi-Wan with that, and then we can just swap them to have the proper versions and the proper Starfighters. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see in the future. Anakin looks pretty good, however. Same articulation as the rest of the Micro Galaxy figures. His arms move up and down. His legs move up and down so he can sit. R2 has no articulation just like the other releases, but is still pretty decently painted like the other releases. Still love that they did the chrome paint on the dome. And you can put R2 right here in the astromech slot of the Delta 7, and then you can put Anakin in the cockpit and close that up, and there is Anakin in his cockpit, which with the dark tint on there, it might be a little hard to pick up, but he is in there. Overall, another pretty good release of the Delta 7B version of the Jedi Starfighter, especially since we got the Obi-Wan. I was very much looking forward to Anakin's as well, because I like Anakin's gray and yellow paint job. Although I'm also really hoping, because they're doing the Plo Koon version, or have done the Plo Koon version, depending on when you're watching this video, I really hope we get his modified Delta 7 from the Tartakovsky Clone Wars series at some point as well, because that was a really cool model of Jedi Starfighter. It's not canon, because while the series specifically of the Tartakovsky Clone Wars is not canon, characters, concepts, and some of the vehicles are canon, as well as some of the events and battles, including Anakin facing off against Asajj on Yavin. So it's possible, since the Starfighter that they produced, which is canon and made it into both Star Wars Clone Wars series for Asajj Ventress, is in MGS, it wouldn't surprise me if we got Anakin's modified Delta 7 as well, that he custom put together himself. I think that would be very cool, but like everything else, we'll just have to wait and see what the future holds. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's review featuring Anakin's Delta 7B Jedi Starfighter from Micro Galaxy Squadron. Which Delta 7B paint job is your favorite and one you hope to get in Micro Galaxy Squadron in the future? Let me know in the comments down below. Stay tuned for more Micro Galaxy Squadron reviews. Like and subscribe and follow us on social media. Check out some of our other content while you're there. And make sure you go to our main website, rebelscum.com, every single day for daily Star Wars related content. Whether it's news, toy reviews, or something else, there's always something new on rebelscum.com. Speaking of new to rebelscum.com, check out our upcoming convention, Rebel Scum Con. In Rebel Scum's nearly 30-year-long history, this will be the first official Rebel Scum Con, a Star Wars fan convention hosted by fans for fans, coming up summer 2024, June 27th through the 30th at the Allen Convention Center. To book your experience today, go to rebelscumconventions.com with an S. Once again, that's rebelscumconventions.com today. Check out our sister website, cooltoyreview.com, for all kinds of awesome non-Star Wars toy-related news, reviews, and more. Like and subscribe to the Cool Toy Review and Bay 12 YouTube channels for that video content. And check out our free archival website, collectorsoracle.com. Now, we don't have MGS uploaded on there yet, but we are actively working on getting it uploaded sometime soon in the near future. So stay tuned, you Micro Galaxy collectors, because it's very likely that it will be coming to Collector's Oracle. If you're looking for some awesome Star Wars toys and collectibles, check out our friends Order 66 Toys, the world's official all-collectible Star Wars toy store, located inside Order 66 Multiverse in the Shops at Willow Bend Mall in Plano, Texas currently. And in case you're not local, they go live every Friday from the Order 66 Toys Facebook page at 7 p.m. Central Time, and they ship all around the world. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. May the Force be with all of you, you Rebel Scum.